Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vidhan, and today we have a junior of ours with us, Sanika Kadam, who we have invited to know more about the journey after JBIMS, the package, the life, and of course another reason for you all to prepare for CET and get into JBIMS. So hi Sanika.
Hi Vidhan, how are you doing?
Great, how are you?
I am doing good.
Guys, I've been chasing Sanika for a very long time for this interview. So I hope this interview is amazing for you all and you all get to learn a lot. Sanika, so you passed out in 2024, right?
Right, right.
So before we just start the interview, can you just casually tell us how was it in JBMS, your experience? Did you like it?
Yeah, JB experience those 2 years were one of the best years of my life. We had a lot of fun also. There was a lot of learning also. But most of all, it's just we just have respect for the brand because हम जहाँ पे भी है, it's because of JBIMS, right? So yeah, those were very fun years. We got to learn everything and yeah, basically fun only.
Okay.
Lots of fun, but lots of learning as well.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I mean, the kind of guest lectures we have, the kind of
Right.
companies we have, and the kind of students we interact with on daily basis, it's just amazing. Most
Yeah.
intelligent people that we are talking to. Sanika, so we'll be mostly be talking about life after JBMS. So
Okay.
the first question would be, where were you working before JBMS, and where are you working right after JBMS?
So before JB, I'm an engineer, right? So basically before JBIMS, I was working in IT in Accenture. So I worked there for about 22 months,
Okay.
and post that I joined JB. During JB also, I did my summer internship at L'Oreal. That was a really great brand to have in your resume, right? Currently, I'm now at Pine Labs. During those, for those 22 months, I was also preparing for CET, CAT, and other exams. But it was really difficult to do it with a job, right? So I left my job. I also joined TTP during that time, and TTP had just started. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just you guys, right? So we directly got to interact with you all, and I spoke to all of you basically. I think majority of you I've spoken to, and then it was a lot of help, like the personal attention that was given, and all of this led to eventually cracking CET and then joining JB. So yeah, it was a
That's
very
amazing.
fun ride.
Feels really nice
Yeah,
when your student gets into JBMS, interning with one of the best companies that come to JBMS, which is L'Oreal, and finally into Fine
right,
Labs. But by the
right.
way, we are still interacting with the students. We still have that personal touch. So that's so special
Great, great.
about the top percentile where we keep talking to our students no matter how much our reach increases, we still be always be interacting with our students.
Right.
So
That's
yeah.
great. That's great.
So Pine Labs you're currently working in. Could you just tell us that what's your role like in Pine Labs?
In Pine Labs, when you first join the company, you join as a management trainee, right? So for the first 1.5 years, you're not expected to be into any role.
Okay.
It's just that you should be able to understand the business well, see what is happening in the company, right? And Pine Labs still operates as a startup, so that is the thing that you have to take ownership of the work and then do whatever you can outside of your work responsibilities, right?
Acha.
So it's a very fun ride. Initially, I was in Bangalore. There I was in corporate strategy and sales. So there we had a lot of market visits that were there. We had a lot of interactions with the corporate brands and their management team, and that is how we onboarded the big corporate brands. Let's say Reliance, ho gaya, Aditya Birla Group, all of those, right? So yeah, and post that, since I'm in Mumbai, it's mostly government, banking alliances, and all of that stuff.
So are you
So yeah.
getting to work in different verticals?
Yeah, yeah, we are getting to work in different
Okay, so
verticals.
now
Yes.
it's strategy. In Bangalore, it was sales and probably something else.
Right, right, right. So the role is not defined. You get to work wherever you want to. I
So
mean,
whatever you
whatever you
like,
want to work
whatever
on.
you choose,
Haha.
that's the role that you get. That's the
Yes.
best part about
Majority of the
companies.
time.
So that's what I really
Yeah.
like about companies that initially they give you just 1 year that just explore whatever verticals are
Ha.
in the
Just
company.
explore.
Then whichever you like, you go to that. Or else in some
Yes, yes,
companies
definitely.
they just give you one fixed vertical that you have to work over here, even if your
Yeah.
interest lies somewhere else. So that I
True, true,
don't
true.
really like, but that's a good thing about Pine Labs. My next question would be, what does your day look like in Pine Labs? Can you describe it?
Okay.
I like that
So
smile. What's that smile for?
I was thinking, what should I say? But yeah, so first thing is that there's no remote work right now. Okay, so you have to be in the office every day. So some days are pretty hectic, some days are okayish, but there's always work that is there. And since the IPO is also coming, all of us have to work in that direction, right?
Hmm.
What a typical day looks like. So basically, where I sit at BKC, there's a lot of leadership that is there. Okay, so I have to interact every day on a daily basis, basically, with the national sales head of
Okay.
the offline business. Yeah. So you know the offline business, the POS machines that are there, right?
Of
White
course, of
colored.
course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Yeah. So all of the functioning happens through BKC office only. So I get to learn a lot as in how such a big business operates, right? How these leaders think,
Hmm.
what goes on through their mind, right? How are they planning stuff for the next year? So basically, we'll be planning for the next financial year. All of that things are very interesting. I get to learn how banks operate, how other fintechs operate, how NPCI operates. So yeah, there's a lot of fun learning that is there, but also a lot of pressure. Yeah,
But that's nice. Yeah, it's been less than a year and you're already getting it to
yeah.
interact with the senior leadership.
Yes, yes,
That's a lot of
definitely.
exposure.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing about Pine Labs. I mean, they do expose management trainees to a lot of different leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one good thing. So
So
basically,
like,
all of the management trainees are reporting to the national leaders itself
acha, oh,
of
nice.
different verticals. Yeah, yeah.
What other colleges are students from these colleges are there in Pine Labs apart from?
So yeah, yeah. So apart from JBIMS, there's XLRI, IIM Bangalore, there's SP Gen, there's
Hmm.
IIM Mumbai for operations. XIMB is also there. IIFT is there. Yeah,
Oh,
these
so
are the
working with
colleges
the
that are
best
there.
minds, working with the best.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Very intelligent people. Yeah.
And also, there would be a lot of people who would be having a lot of work ex before their MBA. So they'd be really
Yes.
smart. Sometimes it gets intimidating, no? That what should
Yeah,
I talk?
definitely.
If I wouldn't look like a fool in front of them, I shouldn't say something foolish. You have to curb that of yours to talk a lot.
Right, right, right. Even if you're a fresher, you
Mhm.
just have to put yourself out there. Matlab, there's no need to be intimidated as such because these companies take freshers to listen to their views and perspectives. So yeah,
So that's what we
it's
keep
okay
saying
to.
even to our viewers, the aspirants. They keep on saying that freshers के लिए कैसा होगा? It'll be difficult. No, let's take some work ex and then get into JB. So I'm
Yeah,
like, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कितने हमने batchmates were freshers and
yeah, yeah.
what they have reached. So it doesn't matter, not at all. Okay, so Sanika, you had a work ex before JBMS, right? Where was it? And
Yes.
Axtrad, you said, right?
Yeah, Accenture,
Acha,
not
Accenture.
Accenture. Yeah, yeah, yeah. IT.
And for 2 years, almost 2 years.
Or almost 2 years, yes. Yes.
So there's this very interesting question that I wanted to ask is you had an X salary before JBMS and after JBMS, something why? Could you tell us the percentage increase in your salary from that salary to JBMS one after JBMS?
Yeah, so I think it's almost 10x
Oh,
my current.
10x.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's 10x. Perfect 10x. Yeah. There's no other way to put it. It's just phenomenal.
That's some crazy number, yeah. 10x.
Yeah.
I mean, we hardly paid what 6 lakhs in JBIMS.
Yeah.
And 10x we are
True.
getting. Wow, that's amazing. Guys,
Crazy.
another reason for you all to crack CET and get into JBMS. 10x of the salary that she was earning before JBMS. Engineering के बाद जो तुमको मिल रहा है उसका 10x हो रहा है after MBA. But only from the top colleges like
True.
JBMS. Sanika, there's another interesting question. So you would have interacted with people before JBMS and then after JBMS in corporate. Is there a change in the behavior of people when they interact with you? So they would be interacting with you in a certain way before JB and after JB, probably with some respect. Has that happened to
Correct.
you?
Yeah, I think on some levels it has happened because engineering पे यार सब करते हैं तो
Hmm.
we all get placed from engineering colleges wherever we get placed. So we are almost like we are moving in a herd kind of a mentality, right? And post that, if you do an MBA from good college, then obviously you'll be respected more and people will value your opinions more, like outside office as well and inside the office as well. So if you are, let's say, in a particular company and you've just joined after your engineering from a very normal college like I did, I mean, you will have some BAU kind of a work, you'll do some regular stuff. You won't be that important in decision making
Right.
aspect, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So, but after your MBA, your opinions are valued. People need to know what you think of the company, what improvements you can bring. So, yeah, in that sense, you are quite, you matter a lot
Hmm.
post
Hmm.
a
Hmm.
good MBA college. Yeah.
Interesting. So there's respect that you're getting, there's money you're getting,
Yeah,
crazy offers that you're getting, and amazing people that you get to interact with. So
that's
Sanika,
true.
I know that you cannot disclose your salary over here, but
Mm-hmm.
is there a range that you can give to our aspirants, our viewers, so that they know that people can earn this range में after JBIMS and being a management trainee?
So I'll give you a range 22 से लेके 27 lakhs per annum.
Okay. Oh, nice. For an MT, that's really nice. And एक साल तुम सिर्फ सीख रहे हो and उसके लिए
Exactly.
they are paying you.
Exactly. They are paying us for learning.
They are making future leaders. So one day you'll become
Definitely.
CEO of Fine Labs, Tanika.
We'll see.
And JVM is called, yeah, CEO factory, so बनना ही है down the line.
Yeah. We have to keep JB's name.
Of course, we do have to. My next question would be, Sanika, why do you think that people should join JBMS?
Apart from the fact that it's a good brand name, I think in JB we do have a lot of professors that are industry veterans, right? So a lot of their learnings get incorporated in our day-to-day workings as well, post your MBA. Another thing is that JB comes in the top range of all of the MBA colleges, right? Especially companies that have headquarters in Mumbai,
Hmm.
companies that have headquarters around Mumbai, Maharashtra, Bangalore. All of these companies, they actually prefer people from JBIMS, even if it's finance, even if it's marketing, it doesn't matter. And another thing I've heard from many people that you shouldn't join JB if you want to pursue marketing and stuff like that. But I don't think there is any such thing that सिर्फ finance के placements
मैं
होते हैं.
marketing
It's
में था यार.
हाँ मैं भी marketing में थी यार तो it doesn't matter. So whatever you do it with a lot of dedication and then you'll get placed in a very good company. Yeah, so these are the primary reasons why you should join JBM is because the brand stays with you along the course of your life, right? So you have a good backing, you have that acceptance from people that you are coming from a very good brand. What you say will obviously have some thought process behind it, right? So yeah, that those are the reasons. You also get a good salary hike compared to the other colleges in Maharashtra. This is a very good package that you get placed at. You get to interact with other college people, very good internships you have, very good names you have on your resume. So I think yeah, those are the reasons that why you should join JPMS. Yeah.
The best part about that is it's a very old college and there are so many alums in the industry. And lately,
Correct.
I've got in touch with a lot of alums and they're so responsive. They help you in whatever way possible.
Yes.
I mean, we
Yes.
have our
Yes.
alum groups. उसमें अगर एक message डाल दिया तो you get 100 DMs की you can do this. You know, so
Right.
it's so amazing to see that
Right.
people are willing to help you, especially the alums. So
Definitely. Definitely.
yeah. So that's a very good thing. Sanika, which committee were you in
I
JBM?
was in the Catalyst forum.
Acha, Catalyst Forum.
Yeah.
So did you have those fests which we couldn't during COVID?
No. We weren't able to arrange it because हमारे placements were happening during that time, and so we had like an 18-month MBA course. It was not proper this thing, yeah, because of the COVID situation. तो हमारे को नहीं मिले fest, unfortunately.
But at least you all got to go to the college, na?
हाँ, we did.
Oh, that's
You
more.
guys didn't get to. हाँ.
Yeah, आज वो थोड़ा ऐसे I mean, I used to go to college because I was in the alumni committee.
Oh,
Being a
okay.
POC, I had to be in touch with all the relevant stakeholders. So I had to keep going there and
Right.
meet the directors, the different professors, or even
Right.
some
Right.
other alum who was visiting the college. So I had to go to the college. So that was nice. So,
Yeah.
Sanika, there's just one last question that I wanted you to address is that students keep asking for advice कि क्या
Mm-hmm.
करना चाहिए, कब करना चाहिए, कैसे करना चाहिए. So, with one piece of advice that you would like to give to the viewers, what would that be? So, some would be preparing for MBA colleges, some would be in the MBA colleges looking for good placements. So, these are two different categories. So, what would be your advice for them?
So for the first kind of people who are trying to prepare for their MBA exams, I would say that what this is what I follow. Like, don't keep your hopes on one exam only, right? So CET is also one exam, but there are other exams as well. There's
Mm,
CAT, there's SNAP, NMAT, and everything
mm,
else. So I don't think it's a good practice to keep all your eggs in one basket. You know, you should always try to be as versatile as you can with all the exams, so that you don't only keep on getting the hopes that JB ही मिलेगा. And it depends on a lot of factors, right? CET depends on a lot of factors. How other people perform is what defines where you stand in CET, right? So that is one thing. Another thing is that for the people who are already in MBA colleges who are trying to prepare for their placement, ठीक है, this is the first step, right? You get placed in XYZ company. You do not have to be disheartened. right? So there's always another chance that you have. You can post your MBA also, you can upskill yourself and do many things, right? Another thing is that when I was preparing for my MBA exam, so I had taken a gap year, right? So I had to utilize it extremely well.
अच्छा, वो 2 साल के बाद
So
you have taken a gap year, 2 years of
yeah, I had I took a gap year. It was not 1 year exact, but yeah, kind of a gap year. So during that time I had done a lot of research, just say where I can enroll into, what kind of people do I want to interact so that I can get into the place where I want to be. And then TTP, I came across TTP there, right? So I interacted with, I think, Harsh first, and then with you, I also interacted with you and everyone else. So I think that that was kind of a very big factor in reaching where I am. So a lot of my friends had also joined TTP, so we were preparing together. We were giving all the mocks together, right? And you were helping in analyzing as well. So we also had that mock sheet that I think Anay had given
nice,
where he could track his performance. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So that sheet was also something that was of great help to me. So I tracked my own performance there. I wrote some insights that I would get. I also discussed it with the TTP mentors and everything. So yeah, so that was a very big factor. And then Abhibi, if anyone asks me on LinkedIn or wherever, I still recommend TTP to them because this is
Thank
the
you.
only platform wherein you get personal mentorship, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think other providers do that. So I
No.
think that is the USP that TTP has.
Yeah. So we've got personal mentoring sessions, we've got group mentoring sessions, doubt
Yeah,
solving
definitely.
sessions, live lectures also we've started, recorded
Great,
courses, of
great, great.
course, that you've seen with all the
Yes,
tricks that we used to use exactly to get into
yes.
CET. Oh, thank you so much for those kind words, Sanika. And guys, if you want to know more about the top percentile, you can have a look at our website. The link is in the description. Our Insta channel, again, link is there. Our phone number is there. You can call or you can text. And you can also DM us on Instagram for more information. And we'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much, Sanika, for being with us. Thank you so much for finding some time to be on this channel and
Thank you,
helping
Vidhan.
the aspirants.
Thank you, Vidhan. Thank you so much. It was
Thank
a pleasure.
you.